There are perhaps 2 or 3 places in Britain where you can do this sort of degree, and even worldwide there's very few courses of this type.
There's a large amount of work that has to be done on your own, and if you don't do it, then you can lose interest and motivation.
It's a bit oppressive having so many men around you. You get to have a thick skin or you stay away a lot. Thick skin doesn't do anyone any harm.
We get a lot of industrial studies on our course at the moment. It's quite helpful for that. I find it interesting to have some experience of real live industry.
Three specialist colleges which had established themselves in the Kensington area of London during the latter part of the 19th century, the Royal College of Science, the Royal School of Mines, the City and Guilds College, joined forces in 1907 to become the Imperial College of Science and Technology. Imperial College is one of the largest of the colleges which go to make up the University of London. On its extensive site in South Kensington near Hyde Park and the Albert Hall, Imperial caters for some 3,300 undergraduates and 1,500 postgraduates on advanced courses or engaged in research. The 90 professors and 500 teaching staff are supported by 1,500 clerical, technical and manual staff to ensure the best use of Imperial's outstanding facilities. As its name implies, Imperial College specialises in science and technology. The three constituent colleges retain their individual identities within the overall framework of Imperial. The Royal College of Science is concerned principally with pure science, the Royal School of Mines with mining, geology and other earth sciences, and the City and Guilds College with engineering. The three colleges each have their own student unions affiliated to the main Imperial College Union, which provides a range of clubs, societies, publications and student activities.
The Freshers' Fair is a bit like a market stall, a market if you like. All our clubs and societies have stalls and attract people and tell them about the range of activities we offer, from hot air ballooning to scuba diving to ladies rugby.
The Freshers' Fair was very useful. The whole Freshers' Week was to get to know people and to find out about the sort of societies and what goes on around college. And everyone was very friendly, so you made friends quickly.
The events are there, and if you want to fit into that, there's no reason why being a woman should stop you.
I started off in college halls for the first year, which is what they guarantee. And then I'm now in head tenancy, which is a college-owned flat slightly further away from college, but that's very good as well.
I've spent 1 year in a house, which was quite nice, and now I share a flat.
We also fund several publications, such as we have our own radio station and a group of students who make TV programmes for shown around campus. We also have our weekly newspaper, which is called Felix, which is produced by a sabbatical editor.
The range of activities at Imperial is extensive, and the college is particularly strong in rowing, with members of the national squad, and water polo. The arts are not neglected either. Music and drama feature strongly in the student calendar. Facilities for study are impressive too. There are well-stocked central libraries, both scientific and general, and libraries within each department. Powerful central computing services are networked throughout the college, and microcomputer facilities are readily available for all students. The college has one of only 10 million-volt electron microscopes in Europe, as well as many other scanning and transmission electron microscopes.
There's a huge amount of integrated training and relationship with external bodies, particularly in industry.
I think the course is very well balanced between the theoretical and practical side. We have 5 hours of lab a week, and that is balanced by theoretical lectures, and we also have lectures which are not based on electrical engineering. They're things about engineers in society.
Study at university, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level, is very different from the teaching styles students will have experienced at school. There are formal lectures like this one in maths.
Historically, we've got to approach it from 2 directions.
Small group seminars. This one is in geology.
Relative ages of the granites on the basis of something like absolute dating.
And extensive practicals which involve students working together under supervision and with abundant support from lab technicians. Many students take the opportunities offered to learn a language, for which there are well-equipped language laboratories and expert tuition from native speakers. Other courses are concerned with management and industrial systems. As well as learning about the workings of industries at a theoretical level, students have opportunities within Imperial to manage a pilot production plant. This chemical plant is controlled by computer, part of a bequest by IBM to the Chemical Engineering Department, and run by students who carry out physical inspections as well as providing the necessary computer input. In this electrical engineering laboratory, students build and test circuits and working models to ensure that their study has practical applications. Most of the courses at Imperial involve some elements of computing, so the Imperial Computer Centre, as well as providing powerful mainframe computing services, has established a series of microcomputer workshops where there is ready access for students to pursue their programming and processing activities. Students also have opportunities to machine their own components in engineering workshops. Throughout the college, the links between theoretical and practical are made wherever possible. In this robotics workshop, students can experiment with the same robots currently used in the factories they may find themselves working in after graduation. The links between students and industry are strong. In many departments, students are sponsored by particular firms and spend part of their time working with those companies.
I'm sponsored, so I've already got a job and I spent a year in industry, so I should imagine I'll go back to industry.
I've been doing a course in industrial sociology this year, which has given me quite a bit of insight.
So that research is a great deal different from what you think at the age of 18 when you first enter as an undergrad.
I'm one of the overseas students, and I've done my first degree at Imperial as well and continued into research.
My particular work is on Dutch elm disease, so eventually we hope to use it. For other people, the work is more theoretical and more of sort of pure research.
Typical of the research projects at Imperial is the work with zirconia, a new ceramic which acts as an electrolyte and is connected to platinum electrodes to form an oxygen sensor used in the control of fuel-to-air ratios in industrial and domestic heating systems in the interests of safety and economy. The disposal of waste from factories and homes is an area of considerable concern as the sewers crumble beneath the streets. At Imperial, research proceeds into the methods of digesting waste on site with the added benefit of methane given off in these fluidized bed reactors. Elsewhere, the performance of various shapes and types of sewer lining is monitored to establish the most effective way of replacing decaying sewers. Imperial College is also at the forefront of research to develop intelligent machines. The Department of Computing is working on Alice, a fifth-generation computer using parallel processing and logic programming. And the Centre for Robotics has developed an automated guided vehicle that'll be able to operate in teams in factories and warehouses, aware of each other's positions and therefore avoiding crashes. At Imperial College Pest Control Centre at Silwood Park in Berkshire, research progresses very successfully in attempts to develop vaccines to combat malaria, still the largest killer in the world. The programme produces antibodies to the malaria parasite, which when absorbed from blood act as a contraceptive and significantly slow down the spread of the malaria parasite. So both undergraduate and postgraduate students will be in contact with research of great importance in both scientific and practical terms. Research which also continues Imperial's strong links with industry, which should help students in their search for work after graduation.
Employers regard Imperial very highly.
It's a worthwhile degree to have.
A physics degree is general enough, usually, to allow you to get into quite a lot of different areas.
The student body welcomes the overseas students. There's about 1,000 at Imperial, which is about 17% of the student population, most of them involved into research and postgraduate studies. There is help around college and general personal advice about personal problems that face, because for people that come first time abroad to study and live in a foreign country, and they might have, particular problems.
A student health centre, day nursery where students and staff can leave their children, the accommodation service, college shop, bookshop and bank all go to ensure that students' basic requirements can all be fulfilled in the college.
You're listening to IC Radio, 999
And communications are strong, with IC Radio, student television productions and a teletext service which was designed by a student, all relayed to halls of residence, refectories and bars. The weekly newspaper Felix is supplemented by departmental news sheets in an attempt to keep everyone informed as to what's going on. The Imperial College of Science and Technology draws on over 100 years of success in relating science, technology and engineering to the world of business, industry and public service. Its facilities for study and research are excellent. The college itself engages in commercial contracts, with the Centre for Remote Sensing having the only complete set of Voyager satellite pictures and providing predictive sequences for television weather forecasts. Imperial Software Technology Limited has developed and markets a system for computer input of Chinese characters. Imperial Biotechnology produces enzymes and undertakes contract research for the food and beverage industry. And a joint research project is constructing one of the most sophisticated wind tunnels in Europe at Imperial. So Imperial students are better prepared than most to take their place in the new industrial scene that confronts them on graduation. In addition to which, study at Imperial can also be fun.
A very enjoyable first degree. Obviously I stayed on.
I think you can enjoy being a student in London. I have done.